in general, increasing the pace of play. Tonight's teams exemplify that approach.
I really think the game was meant to be played at a high pace, Kevin. We've had periods where it's been a little bit more bump and grind, defensive oriented, but I like the trend that the game has taken on the last decade or so. Up and down, a lot of possessions, a lot of scoring, and a lot of entertainment value. I love it. I love the way the game is played now.
I couldn't agree more. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Smart is out there with Irving, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. Now, here is Morris. To the inside. And Tatum the bucket on the assist from Smart. Tatum's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Boston. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Irving against Bledsoe. Irving dishes to Tatum. The pass to Horford. Antetokounmpo against Morris. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
On defense, Milwaukee. Horford kicks to Morris. Lock at 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. Morris has got his first 2 points of the night.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. Lets it fly. Horford with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Smart finds Morris. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, Kevin, he's mindful of the fact that this is a shot-blocking team they're playing, but he doesn't want his team to be shy offensively. He said, if anything, we have to be patient and at the same time aggressive. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can score inside. We'll see if that works, Kevin.
David, thanks. Sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
And you know, guys, that being the case, they can't play soft today. I mean, they've got to really be locked in on being the aggressors. Come out firing and try to get off to a good start.
And the mid-range shot of Irving is impressive. He has wonderful form with that shot.
Here's Middleton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Over Tatum. Middleton can't get it to go. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Tatum. Kicks it to Smart. That shot misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, their last outing was a rough one. They have to be careful of falling in love with that 3.
And you know what, Greg? You can't afford to be a one-function offense. You know what I mean? You've got to be versatile. Got to spread it out and mix it up inside, too.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
So it's the Celtics now, after the basket by Milwaukee. Irving surveying the floor. To the paint. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Irving. And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals in the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark. They've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have a top-5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and you do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Now here's Middleton. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Bucks trail by 6. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Antetokounmpo against Morris. It's stolen by Morris. One-on-one here. Here's Tatum. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Antetokounmpo against Morris. Irving with the steal. Over Bledsoe, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Irving's got his second basket of the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Celtics.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
Boston leading by 6. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Brogdon. Here's the break. And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
You know, an athletic and strong player at his position is Bledsoe, and he's a confident guy who I think makes an impact at both ends of the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. As we take a look at the power forward position, Clark, one you know very well, who are some of the more underrated guys at that power forward spot?
Wow, underrated. You always run into some interesting names when you think about underrated. You know, I think a guy that perhaps has finally found himself with the talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense.
Irving passes to Baines, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. Hill, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Irving against Hill. Rozier kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. No good that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Pass to Snell. Now here is Hill. He's covered by Brown. Lets a floater go, and it's sent back by Irving. Snell, the pass to Connaughton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. Kyrie Irving is second, and of course, Eric Bledsoe.
Between these two guys, it's been quite a month of thievery. Just look at the steals for them over that period of time.
First one falls for him.
Boy, you look at Mike Budenholzer, and he's moved into a nice situation this offseason. Atlanta in rebuild mode, and the Milwaukee Bucks heading in the other direction. One of the best teams in the East. That's a good landing spot for Budenholzer.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Irving. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. And Budenholzer, well respected around the league. Talk about what he brings now, Clark, to the Milwaukee Bucks, his new team.
Yeah, I think he brings a continuity offensively, ball movement and spacing, and a pretty good system defensively as well.
Now, here's Rozier. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Look at Milwaukee. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, there's Boston, 2 games back.
And right now for the Bucks, yeah, here's a team that some people doubted coming into the season. Obviously heard all the chatter, banded together, and now they've strung together some great wins.
And you know what? They've been on fire to start the year, so they deserve a lot of credit. We'll see if they can continue to rack up the wins going forward.
Now here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him. To stop the drought, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Here's Antetokounmpo, score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Antetokounmpo against Rozier. Passes to Brown. Rebound, Milwaukee.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And the Celtics lead by 3. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Tatum kicks to Hayward. And it's off from three-point range. The Bucks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And yes, it's good. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. .146 left to play here in the first. Hayward kicks to Rozier. Clock at 6. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And you might have heard this story about Giannis growing a couple of inches since he was drafted, but how about the strength this kid has added? Under 200 pounds as a rook, he's added a good 35 pounds of muscle through his dedication in the weight room.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And you talk about Antetokounmpo's strength, Clark. It serves him well with his attacking style.
No question about it, Kevin. I mean, he used to just try to blow by defenders. Now he'll go right through you. He'll get his weight into you, get you on your heels, and then with that unbelievable reach, you've got no chance.
Rozier, the pass to Baines. That one goes. Count it. Baines has got his first bucket of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hayward against Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo. He's covered by Brown. DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Bucks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. The first one falls.
And in my opinion, Hill is simply one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. While he's not that tall, he's got exceedingly long arms, and he does a great job using that length to dissuade passes and to challenge shots.
And so he hits both. The Celtics with the lead. Rozier up top. He's guarded by Hill. Rozier with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Poked loose. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Just 3 on the clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
Ilyasova out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's George Hill. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Hayward, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo. I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Now here is Hill. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Hayward. Antetokounmpo, no good.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
And stolen by Ilyasova. Hill against Rozier. And it's Hill penetrating. And Baines pulls it down.
Well, at best, the defense was average. I mean, he must make sure to finish these layups. Got to make those.
Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, once he works on a consistent three ball and puts that in his toolkit, I think he'll be hard to guard. I like the fact that he's trying to expand his game.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 12.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
As the season gets longer, so does the injury list. And Clark, you've taken a look at how you stay healthy, what these athletes have got to do, changes from era to era, but what precautions do teams take right now to ensure their players are at their very healthiest?
Well, you know, I think it's all about preventative maintenance and really good training and medical staffs, and most of those in the NBA are excellent. Do a good job of the preseason work, the conditioning work, the customizing of routines of weightlifting and recovery for each player. And then it's a matter of the player following the protocols and his particular program so that you fight off injury. And if you do get injured, it typically isn't, you're not out for extended periods of time. So, and then the emphasis on rest cannot be overstated. Teams are doing a much better job at managing the bodies of their players.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
And the Celtics making a change here. Irving's checked in. And Greg was Smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down.
great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
And let's quickly take a look at some stats for Bledsoe. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's around 18 points per game, 5 assists, and just over 2 steals. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 6. Over Morris. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic and when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Irving kicks to Smart. Down low, Hayward, and Hayward with the stuff.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Lopez.
Boy, nice job that time by Lopez to find space with the cut.
Irving kicks to Smart. A shot missing. Great D that time from Middleton. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Down low to the inside, DiVincenzo, and it's blocked. Shot on the wing, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now, here's Lopez. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Bucks. Here is Bledsoe. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
On the clock for 3, Middleton. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
Here's Irving. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
And that one falls for Irving.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
Both free throws good for Irving. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the 4-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And so it's Boston with it. Shot clock at 6. Irving kicks to Horford. Over Lopez. Horford, no luck.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Now here's Irving. He had 22 points in the win against New York.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Irving against Bledsoe. Morris kicks to Hayward. The Celtics working the ball around now. A shot's good from Irving.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Bucks trail by 9. Bledsoe looking around. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, Bledsoe is not a big guy, but he's got big boy strength. He's a powerful combo guard and can convert through contact.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
That's good from Bledsoe.
And Eric Bledsoe, so gifted athletically. He's got to learn to read the game as fast as he plays it, and that's a process. Staying under control, using change of pace, those are things he can tighten up.
Here's Smart. The rebound by Brogdon.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Just a touch. I mean, it seems like he's forcing shots a little bit to me, Greg. Not playing his game right now, and with every miss, the pressure intensifies.
Lopez, no luck. And playing under Chauncey Billups and Chris Paul, Eric Bledsoe got the message about playing Clark at 2 speeds.
Well, you know, it's almost like baseball. You've got to have a little change of pace in your game, the change-up to keep hitters off balance in baseball, same in basketball. And his strength helps him, too, now. He can hold off his defender while he downshifts to make decisions with the ball.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Timeout called the Bucks.
Well, for so long, so many were wondering what Kyrie was thinking when he left Cleveland. What is clear now, though, is that Irving doesn't think about it and has flourished on his own. It seems that he really did just need his own team to become the player he's become.
Now here's Middleton. 11 points in the game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And for Irving, he has let more of his personality come out on and off the floor, Greg, now that he has his own team.
Yeah, it really does feel like we are watching a new chapter in Irving's development as a player. Still has the great shot and handles that make him so deadly with the ball. And just visually, while the leadership is also evolving, he just seems more in control of his game and even more lethal as a player.
The first free throw is good. And Chris Middleton, 39th overall pick back in 2012, a throw-in in the Brandon Knight, Brandon Jennings trade. Yet, Clark, you know, you look back and he was the best player by far in that deal.
Kevin, a player's individual journey of development is hard to predict. He's now one of the best two-way wings in the league, and I think he surprised a lot of people, but it's a credit to his work ethic and his skill level.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Irving kicks to Hayward. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Morris. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Morris has got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. Middleton against Morris. Knocked loose. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Now, here is Irving. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Smart goes in. He gets that one.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton, and George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The Celtics also changing it up. Aaron Baines comes in for Marcus Morris, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And that one falls for Smart.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. The pass to Hill. Here's Antetokounmpo. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Horford.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Tony Snell's checked in for the Bucks. And then for Boston. Tatum, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 15-point game. Inside, looking to end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Man, it's nice to see Hill get busy down inside. Really quite remarkable how he finds ways to score in the thick of things.
Now, here's Rozier. He kicks it to Tatum. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Snell. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. 1:56 left here in the second. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Horford. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 14. It's back to Hill. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for George Hill. Boston leading by 10. Rozier looking around. A floater. Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
A minute 20 left to play here in the half. 6 to shoot. Rozier for 3.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
There's Snell, and he jams it with authority.
Nice awareness from the young forward, Giannis Antetokounmpo, showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Hill against Rozier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Celtics have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Now Hill, he's got 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. And stolen by Tatum. 3-on-3. Brown outside. And it's Rozier missing. DiVincenzo. No good from outside. And the first half is now in the books. It's the Celtics. They lead by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Gordon Hayward has been all over the floor tonight. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, I like what I saw from Gordon Hayward. Has a consistent approach, good ball handler, shooter, unselfish, terrific composure, never gets too high or never gets too low.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
And that should...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Celtics leading by 11. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. Irving is out there with Marcus Smart, and it's Tatum in at the 3. Horford kicks to Irving, over Bledsoe, and it's off the back rim, no good. The Bucks shooting well. They're at 45%. Middleton finds Brogdon. That cuts the lead to single digits. Brogdon's got the first points of the second half here for the Bucks.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
Outside, Smart. Irving for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 11 points.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
And if there was ever a guy who was more than what his stats say, it's Al Horford. Won't have nights where he drops 50 or carries a team with a shot blocking, but you ask anyone he's played with and they'll tell you he is a perfect teammate.
And the big men who compete against Horford have nothing but respect for him, Greg.
Well, it is why he's been selected as an all-star by his peers and why guys like Embiid admire his game. I mean, Horford does all the small things on the floor you need as a big man. He's so humble. He just goes about his game and makes his team better in every facet.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt.
Now here's Horford. Kicks to Morris. Outside Tatum. Great D that time from Middleton.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Irving for three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Bucks trail by 12. And here's Bledsoe. He has 7. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Bledsoe. Middleton against Morris. High arcing shot. That one misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
And the defender was very apathetic there. Fortunately for them, he missed that mid-range jumper.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Malcolm Brogdon, the 36th pick in the 2016 draft, went on to win Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's the second time a player not taken in the first round received that award. The first time was back in 1957. Kevin, you probably know who that is because you may have even called one of his games.
No, I'm not that old, Clark. You sure you're not thinking of a game maybe you called back in the day? First free throw is good. And you think about Brogdon slipping into the second round. Clark, what caused so many teams to pass on him?
Well, you know, in this day and age, Kevin, younger is deemed to be better, and if you've happened to be in college 4 or 5 years, you're looked at a little differently. He spent 5 years at Virginia, but to his credit, he got his bachelor's degree and a master's in public policy, so he's got great character and perseverance.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Now here's Tatum. 7 points in the game. Irving can't get it to go. Inside and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Feeds it to Smart. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. He has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations
who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
Now here's Smart. 8 points for him. Outside Irving. He dishes it to Tatum. Antetokounmpo against Horford. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And on the way from Irving for three. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 13. Timeout called the Bucks. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And, Kevin, they need this timeout. He's flat out owning them right now. Can't miss.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. Boston also with the sub. Hayward's checked in. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. And the Bucks miss again.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Hayward outside. And he gets it to go. Hayward's got 15. Bucks trail by 15. To the paint. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Boston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Outside Irving. Shot from 12. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
One shot.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Now here is Horford. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Pass to Hayward. 5 on the clock. Off target with his 3. Bucks trail by 12. Bledsoe outside. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Bledsoe's got 5 points in the quarter.
There's no D for that. Bledsoe just amazing at finding ways to score inside, even under pressure.
Now, here is Irving. Smart deciding where to go with it. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Marcus Smart. For 3, Hayward. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Ilyasova, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Irving passes to Horford. Back to Irving. Irving double team. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Boston?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
Bucks trail by 11. Hill looking it over. Rebounded by the Celtics. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. There's the steal. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Second chance shot. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too. And the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
And taking a look at some stats here for Rozier, how last month turned out for him, he's putting up 9 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Now, here is Irving. 22 points for him. Here's Rozier. 4 on the clock. Here's Baines. The 10-footer finds the target. Baines has got 8 points.
Boy, really nice job to take what the defense was giving him there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Knocks it loose. To the paint. Here's Rozier, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And, you know, Hayward's floor recognition and composure, really impressive. Knows precisely when to pass over to the open man.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tony Snell's checked in for the Bucks. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Over Hayward. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Tell you what, Kevin, they will take that look every time. Limited defense, great shot. Just came up empty. You live with those.
And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
That free throw good from Hayward.
And, you know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
Hayward hits them both. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 15-point game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 21 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Brown. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and He's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. And Brown drops them both.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
Hill kicks to Lopez. Passes it to Snell. Knocked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo. Baines with the block. Now, here's Rozier. D right on him. Pass to Irving. He kicks it to Baines. Brown outside. Fires from the line. Hayward outside. Tries again. Hill pulls it in.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Boston leading by 15. Here's Hayward. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Hayward's got 6 here in this quarter.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And it's easy to see why Antetokounmpo could be MVP of this league. I mean, he can flat out dominate games at times.
Irving dishes to Hayward. Rozier kicks to Hayward. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And it falls over the rim and in. Hayward's got 21 in the game.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Here's Baines. 8 points for him. Here's Hayward. Again, the miss by Hayward. Bucks trail by 15. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. Antetokounmpo kicks to Hill. Dishes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 21. The feed to Brown. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got 6.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Hill against Irving. Now here is Hill. He's guarded closely. There's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Boston Celtics. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We come back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Bucks trail by 15. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Then there's Hill. Then there's Tony Snell. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Lopez. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Lopez has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Milwaukee. The Celtics shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Baines. Lopez covering. Baines passes to Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Hayward. Rebounded by Snell.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Kicks to Antetokounmpo. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 15 points here in the second half. Outside Tatum. Back to Rozier. Hayward passes to Tatum. Hayward against Hill. Hayward can hit. Bucks trail by 11. To the inside. Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Sometimes it's a real trick bag trying to guard Antetokounmpo. I mean, his skill set in build and length and athleticism draws a ton of fouls.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits the second from the line. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Rozier kicks to Morris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good. And Morris drops them both. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Basket counts. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points just in the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Rozier the pass to Morris. Smart on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. It's good. 9 points for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and you know, Tatum's a solid scorer on the interior. Good at getting the position he wants and needs and then cashing in.
Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. That's tipped. Outside Tatum. Pass to Rozier. Brogdon against Smart. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bucks trail by 12. Timeout called, the Bucks.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Lopez with the steal. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Middleton is just a total package, not just a scorer, but a terrific passer as well.
Celtics leading by 10. Smart passes to Morris. Tatum on the wing. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Morris kicks to Tatum. 5 to shoot. Over Middleton.
Unfortunately, his shot has been everywhere, all over the place. Can't buy a basket. However, his teammates got him covered.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Man, I like the fact that Middleton, because of his strength, is able to fight through contact and get shots to fall even when he's been hit. Well, you want to talk about the smoothest players in the league? You can't forget about Chris Middleton. I mean, he's not a blow-you-away athlete, but he has really good length and a sweet stroke, and he can get his shot off anytime.
One shot.
And that one falls for Middleton. And you look at Chris Middleton, Clark. What doesn't he do well?
You know, there's not much. He does a little bit of everything well. He's a smart, versatile defender. He can command the double team with his scoring and punish the double team with his passing as well. He can hurt you a lot of different ways, Kevin.
Now, here's Horford. Boston again missing.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Eric Bledsoe. Boston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Rozier. Inside. In the corner. Tatum with it. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13.
And the shooting percentage, it's taken a dip in this second half.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got assist number 5 here tonight.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And, you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
Now, here's Rozier. Smart on the wing. And it goes down 2 points. And the Celtics lead by 4.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Passes to Horford. Back to Tatum. He kicks it to Smart. Over in the corner, Rozier. And he's good on the 3 ball. And it's a 7-point Boston lead.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Pass to Horford. Back to Rozier. Outside Tatum. The pass to Horford. And he uses the glass on the layup.
A top-notch post game is just one of the ways Horford helps his team. One of the more important ways, though, is because he's a tough matchup down low.
Now here's Bledsoe. And he drops it in from the low post. Bledsoe's got 10 points here in the second half.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. The kick out to Rozier. Here's Smart. Misses the three. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 5. No good from Bledsoe.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Bucket is good. 11 points for Jason Tatum.
Man, I like the way Tatum plays through contact, stays with his shot no matter what the defense throws at him.
Morris against Antetokounmpo. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his third foul of the game. Irving's checked in for Terry Rozier. Bledsoe against Irving. Bledsoe dishes to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Antetokounmpo over Morris. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And the defense that time was late, and you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Celtics leading by 7. Right side, Smart. Outside, Irving. Back to Smart. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
You know, quite frankly, Middleton is the kind of guy that scores from all over the court. I mean, you just have to give him a little room so he can get his shot off, and he's typically knocking it down.
Irving passes to Tatum. There's the dish to Horford over Lopez. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
Pass to Brogdon. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. And the call will be against Al Horford. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Antetokounmpo. Off the inbound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Irving with it. Kicks to Morris. Back to Irving. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes.
Timeout.
Now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
Now here is Irving. Over Bledsoe. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Here's Tatum. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Bledsoe against Irving. Morris kicks to Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Antetokounmpo finds Bledsoe. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Bledsoe. Passes it to Brogdon. In the corner, Middleton with it. Over Morris. Middleton can't get it to go. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Smart passes to Irving. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Celtics with the lead. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Irving's got 16 points here in the second half.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And it's Irving with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 17 points was their biggest margin. Outside, Smart. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now, up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
Now it's Milwaukee. They're behind by 7. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, pure desperation right now, Clark. You think there's enough time?
I doubt it. I mean, it's clear what they've got to do. Quick shot, foul, and they need some cooperation with some missed free throws from the opponent.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the 4th quarter, and that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
So it's the Bucks now. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 7. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Inside, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And pushing it up, here's Boston. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Smart dishes to Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 9.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
Now, here is Irving. So we see Boston get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, very